All right, so when I was growing up, my family moved around a lot. And when I was in 5th grade, my family moved from a small town in rural Vermont to a suburb of Philadelphia. Because my dad had taken a job working at an all-boys military academy. And we were going to live on the campus. This was perfect. I was finally going to be one of the cool girls. I'm sorry, Michelle, I can't sleep over tonight because I have a boyfriend now. He's a cadet, and like I have to help him with his medals, so I can't. So every day after school, I would stare outside my bedroom window, and I'd watch all the guys marching down the street, doing their drills, and I'd pick out which one was going to be mine. And then one day, my dad comes home from work with some really exciting news. One of the students at the academy didn't have a date to the annual homecoming dance. And guess whose daughter was going to be his escort? That's right. No. Instead of being filled with this just sense of joy and excitement, which I thought I was going to be, I was just overcome with dread. And what was wrong with me? There was like the walls were closing in on me, and the acid was rising in my stomach. And then I remembered, I'm actually terrified of members of the opposite sex. Yeah, and just the thought of coming into direct contact with one of them, no less at a school dance, was sending me into a full-fledged panic attack. His name was Julian. Julian was about to graduate high school. I had just graduated elementary school. This was the perfect match. Or as my dad put it, Julian was very short for his age. And I was 11. So physically it made sense. So, the day of the dance had arrived, and despite having very serious anxiety diarrhea for like a good week prior, I was still being forced to do this. Oh, sweetie, you don't want to disappoint him. You guys are going to have a great time. Your mom and I are going to be there taking pictures. Wait, what? You and Mom are coming? You guys can't come. I can't have any witnesses. So my mom gets me dressed up and drives me over to the Academy's gymnasium early. And at that point, I had already sweated out of this 18th century window covering that she had convinced me was a dress. It was like floor length, like the white doily on it was ridiculous. And she's like, "Oh, sweetie, you look so enchanting, like a princess." "Thanks, Mom, but if you make me get out of the car, I'll kill myself and take you with me." So she pries my fingers off the center console, and she ushers me inside into the waiting room where the other dates are waiting for the guys to arrive. And I figured that, I knew the other girls would be a lot older than me. So I figured that they would just, take me under their wing as their cool younger sister, and this was just like this unavoidable coming-of-age moment, and we'd all laugh about it. Well, the look of absolute disgust on their faces was pretty unexpected. I just stood there, and this one girl who was standing next to me let out this really dramatic, and then just moved to the other side of the room with the rest of the girls who were appropriately dressed in leather mini skirts and fluorescent colored half sweaters. And I'm just awkwardly standing there mumbling, and anything I say is just exacerbating the tension in the room, and they're just overall disgust to me, and I'm trying to blend in with the wallpaper, which looks a lot like my dress. And so I figured, I'm not getting any sympathy from them. So then I go and I have another nervous shit in the bathroom. So I get back from that, and there he is, Julian. He's dressed in this crisp navy blue uniform with gold tassels and medals on his shoulders, and we look at each other, and the same thought crosses our mind. This can't be happening. As it turns out, Julian was also new at school, and besides being very short for his age, and not being able to get a dance to the annual homecoming, he was also paired with someone who looked like they were some kind of Victorian bridge troll. So this was really bad for him. This was not good. So we both get in line and we're like trying, we can't, like we're so short we can't see over the regular size people. We're trying to figure out like, where we are in line because we have to proceed onto stage and be announced. And I feel like this, I'm just like sweating out of my clothes, and I feel this like hot, moist like thing on my hand, and I look down and it's another hand. It's his hand.
Aww.
I have a boyfriend now. And then I feel this other feeling. And it's also hot and moist, but it's on my leg. And then I realize this train is leaving now. And we gotta get on stage and do this. So I squeeze my butt cheeks together for dear life. And I grab his hand and we walk on stage, we walk out to the spotlight, and I hear them announce our names, and then just everything gets really quiet. And like I remember, the last thing I remember is I made this weird like hissing. No, like I smile, but I'm like, not unlike a hobbit. And I'm just standing there, and like it's like I'm saying like, my name is Amy. I'm 11 years old, and I'm about to shit myself. And then I black out. And then the next thing I remember is he's trying to drag me off stage. And I know this is going to come as a surprise to everyone here, but Julian did not become my boyfriend. Did not have a boyfriend that year. But I did manage to not lose my bowels in front of 200 men in uniform. And if that isn't cool, I don't know what is.